Hey everybody, this is GGB, and we extended our upset every single day streak to 5 straight days. Let's go, guys. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yesterday, we had 2 pretty big upsets. Neither of them were the ones I picked, so I don't get half a point for that. So I still sit at 3 points. Still an upset over the last 3 days will get me there. So I'm not too worried. Yesterday, Murray State upset number 24 Texas A&M in Carolina in that coastal, it's a basketball tournament they do every year. But Murray State was underdogs by 12.5 points, easily the biggest upset of the day, and just came in and kind of owned Texas A&M. Texas A&M did not lead in the entire basketball game. Murray State led. They threw out, and every time Texas A&M got it down close, Murray State would go back on a run and they would take a significant lead. For instance, when I tuned in the fourth quarter, in the second half, there was about 8 minutes left or something like that. Texas A&M had lowered it to 2. As soon as I turned it on, Murray State went on an 8-0 run to make that lead 10 points again. And it was like every single time A&M got close, Murray State would go on a run just to make it get out of reach again. That was not the only upset yesterday. Arizona State beat number 20 Michigan. Just not only beat, but demolished, destroyed Michigan. A Michigan team a lot of people thought was really good heading into that game. Just got absolutely owned by Arizona State, who is now 4-1 and looking like possibly a team that's going to contend in Pac-12, maybe? I don't know. But we ended up with 2 upsets yesterday. We'll see if we can get one here today. Of all the days, I think this is one where I think we will get an upset. There's a lot of opportunities. Let's start off at 12 o'clock. At noon, we got Colorado playing number 24, Texas A&M. Colorado's 2-2. A&M's 2-1. A&M's favored by 6 points on ESPNU. Both of them are coming off pretty heartbreaking losses yesterday. Texas A&M obviously lost that one to Murray State where they got owned. They really got outshined in every possible way. I think Murray State shot over 50% on the night, which is insane. Colorado, on the other hand, lost to UMass, and that's a tough loss, right? That's one that you probably should have had if you're Colorado. You let slip away. They lose by 3 points in a heartbreaking fashion to UMass, and it's just going to be one of those games where it's going to be really close. I think both these teams are coming off heartbreaking losses. They need a win. Colorado has played well against top 25 teams, apparently, because they beat Tennessee last time they played a top 25 opponent. We'll see if that can continue here. I think this is a close basketball matchup. And it's one of those you should circle if you're going to watch some basketball game today. 6 o'clock, number 12, Indiana, who's 2-0. Traveling to Xavier, who's 3-0. Indiana favored by 2.5 points on FS1. 7 o'clock, we had number 5, Baylor, who's 3-0. Traveling to number 16, Virginia, who's 2-0. Baylor's favored by 4.5 points on ESPN2. 7 o'clock, we had Delaware, who's 1-1. Traveling to number 7, Duke, who's 2-1. Duke favored by 23 points on ESPN3. 8 o'clock, we got Southern Utah, who's 3-1. Traveling to number 6, Kansas, who's 3-0. Kansas favored by 21.5 points on ESPN+. 8 o'clock, we had Texas Southern, who's 1-4. Traveling to number 13, Auburn, who's 3-0. Auburn favored by 24.5 points on SEC Network+. 8:30, we got UNC Wilmington, who's 1-2. Traveling to number 25, UConn, who's 3-0. UConn favored by 18.5 points on FS2. 9 o'clock, we got Jacksonville State, who's 1-1, traveling number 18, Alabama, who's 3-0. Alabama favored by 22 points on the SEC Network. And at 9:30, we got number 8, UCLA, who's 3-0, traveling number 19, Illinois, who's 3-0 as well. UCLA favored by 4 points on ESPNU. So, I think what has the possibility of being really interesting today, I think of the ones I mentioned, a lot of them you tuned out for because you're not going to watch Delaware Duke, you're not going to watch Southern Utah Kansas, you're not going to watch Texas Southern Auburn, and you're not going to watch UNC Wilmington UConn, and you're not going to watch Jacksonville State Alabama if you're not a fan of any of those teams, right? Because we expect those ones to be blowout. I think the 4 you should circle today that are possible upsets is Colorado over A&M. I just explained why I think that's possible. Xavier over Indiana. Xavier's a good basketball team. They're typically very good. Indiana's typically very good. Indiana has a really good team built together this year with Rod Woodson. They were a team that was on the fringe last year. I forgot if they made it or not. They were close. I think they made it, but I'm not positive. It's like an 8 or 9 seed, but this is an Indiana team that I think could go pretty far this year. If they just live up to their expectations, but this is a really good Xavier team. It's going to be on the road for Indiana, so it's going to be a tough one to win. And I think the ones everyone's circling is the 2 matchups that include both top 25 teams. You got Baylor, Virginia, and UCLA, Illinois. Virginia's a good team. They're extremely well coached, and I think this game has the possibility of being really interesting. Virginia is a power every year, and I really love watching Virginia play basketball. Same for Baylor. But the one I'm going to pick is the late night one. UCLA playing Illinois. I've watched Illinois every year, and maybe that's just because I'm a Penn State fan, but I think Illinois is really good. Like, I watch them every year. They're a good basketball team every single year. So is UCLA. UCLA has really popped off in the Pac-12 the past couple of years. I still like Illinois in this matchup. UCLA has underperformed in the regular season the past couple times. They were ranked number 1, I believe, to start last year, and you can see they did not end up going very far in the tournament at all. To be fair, Illinois got knocked out, I think. No, I think they eked past Chattanooga. I'm not positive. Didn't they? I don't remember. But at the very least, lost in the round of 32. I like Illinois in this one. I do. I think this is a great chance for an upset of the day. Give me Illinois to win at home.